Welcome back, everyone. You know, there's a new addition to the Lima Police Force, and here to introduce him is Chief Curtis Heil. So welcome, gentlemen. All right, so Chief, you got a very tall gentleman next to you.
I do. Yeah, this is our new major over Administrative Services, Major Shane Huber. Shane's been with the police department for quite a while, and he's promoted up through the ranks. A very competitive promotional process that he has to go through to reach this position, and he came out on top, and we're glad to have him in this spot of running our Administrative Services. So I'll let Shane talk a little bit about what he's going to be doing.
All right, Shane.
Well, basically Administrative Services is kind of a change of pace from what I've known, working the street. So it's going to be interesting learning the ins and outs of it. But Administrative Services is basically requisition and supplies, dealing with, budgeting, grants, things like that. Really is just like pretty much office work. So
yeah,
it's going to be a change of pace.
It definitely will be a change of pace, but it's a very important job, obviously, especially when you're talking about grants and whatnot. Are you going to be able to take the difference between being out on the streets and being behind a desk?
I don't know. Well, I got to say, the first week I was actually busier doing upstairs administrative work than I had been on the street the last few months. So it's definitely a change of pace, and yeah, I'm actually kind of excited. It's something new.
Oh, very good. I mean, it's always good for a gentleman to be excited about his new position. Now, you were born and raised in Lima, is that correct?
I was. Born and raised in Lima, left in '92, moved to North Carolina, was there for about 20 years, and then in '08, lost my job, and Uncle suggested that he retired from Lima PD and suggested that I give it a shot, and I said, why not? And so here I am.
There you go. Well, it's good to have you back. Yep. It's very nice. Now let's swing over to the holidays, okay? So people are going to be out and about for the holidays. That means, it's going to be record travel for this year. As they always say it every year, but it seems like this year it might actually be a record travel. So
well, the weather looks like it's going to be nice. So at least around here for us. So
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So, the Lima Police Department, of course, they want to make sure that you are safe and secure going to and from your holiday get-togethers, right?
Absolutely. We're asking for people to just make good decisions. If you know you're going to be drinking at a party, we're just asking that you make sure you make those good decisions before you start drinking and have plans made so you're ready to get home safe after a good party. You could have a great time and then ruin a whole holiday season by making one bad decision. So we're just asking that you make good plans and have those plans in place and ready to execute them, because we will be out enforcing those traffic laws along with our partners in the area, which would be Allen County Sheriff's Department, State Highway Patrol, and I know they're going to be out doing the same thing that we're going to be doing. So and it's to keep the roadway safe, to keep the community safe, and we would love to not have to remove one impaired driver from the roadway because everyone makes good decisions. So.
Right. The holidays are a joyous occasion. We don't want it to become a sad occasion.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, exactly. Now, I'm always going to remind everyone, of the importance of wearing a seatbelt, right? And
absolutely.
Probably the distracted driving is an ongoing case. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Yep. Major Huber can talk a little bit about that since he just left working the road.
Yeah, actually, it's something that I see quite often, driving even in, my personal vehicle is people not paying attention and staring at that phone. And quite frankly, the phone can wait. Get to where you need to go and then stare at the phone, because we don't need collisions and, near miss, we don't need it. So.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It's interesting. Yesterday, I was driving in my own car, and I know we always think about phones being the major distraction. I drove alongside of a lady and watched her do her makeup on the way to work, on her travels. I don't know where she was going, but those aren't good decisions. You're not really focused on what you're doing, driving a car, if you're doing those kind of things. So there's all kinds of distractions, not necessarily just a phone, but just make sure that you're paying attention to the roadway while you're driving.
Yeah, good advice there. Well, gentlemen, thank you for coming out today. Really appreciate it. And also, welcome back to Lima.
Yeah, thank you.
And I hope you enjoy your time here.
I do.
All
Glad to be here.
All right, fantastic. Well, thanks for coming out today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, don't go away, because medical news is coming up next.
Right now.